Hello, my sister warriors. How are you? Without thinking, how do you normally answer that question? Do you follow the socially acceptable script? Because there is an unspoken rule. We're supposed to answer with the four-letter word. You know the four-letter word, right? Starts with F, ends with ein, right? We're supposed to answer, I'm fine. It's not acceptable to be anything but fine. And we're never honest when we answer that question to those that we meet out in public. For those who are within our closer circles, the people that are supposed to know us, we might add something that sounds like we're more important. Not just fine, but significant. We have things to do. I'm busy, but fine. So we add this fake name across our name label. I'm busy, I'm fine, but I'm never going to tell you how I really feel or who I really think I am, because that would require being honest and vulnerable, and there's too much risk in that. Hello, my name isn't. My name isn't fine. Deep down inside, I have another name that I've etched on my heart, unlovable. And I don't want anyone to know that name. I don't want anyone to know how I really feel about myself, where I'm really at. Because if I were to tell you, you might judge me. You might make me feel even worse. And the truth is, the sister sitting across from you, the person that you're speaking to in public isn't fine either. We're all suffering together in silence, yet separately. And if only we were to reach out, to lift one another up, to say who we really are and who we're meant to be, we could truly be better than fine. We could have integrity. We could stand firm under a banner that's raised over us and become who we are created to become the divine heroines of God's story. You see, God created a banner over us and it has His name on it. That is the center of who we are created to be, even while we all struggle, even while a large percentage, more than we want to admit, are struggling with depression, mental illness, crisis, trauma, history of abuse, all kinds of slander that we've become to believe ourselves and spoken over ourselves, judgments, harassments, all the things that we struggle with. We don't have to be defined by the abuse we've experienced. We can instead be defined by our victory, our overcoming, in spite of all the darkness around us. We can make that mess, as they say, into the message that God speaks through us as a victorious God that isn't limited by the attacks of the enemy that is constantly against us. In our lives, our promise is on Jehovah Nissi, the Lord our banner, who says, your name as my daughter, as the one who carries my royal inheritance in her heart, her mind, and her spirit, that is your true destined name. And that is what we can hold high, not by our own strength, but by the strength that was invested in us. And the more we encourage one another to live in that strength, the stronger we will all be. So let us stand together and help one another heal from that scar tissue where we've etched unlovable onto the walls of our hearts. And stand taller and higher and stronger with linked arms and be honest with one another. Hello, my name is becoming. My name is a daughter of the King. My name is the princess warrior of Jehovah Nissi. That is your name, sister, and that is mine. And we have a unique name. Each of us has a unique name that God has spoken into our spirits before we were born. and becoming aware of that name and becoming confident in that name, that is our journey. Let's take that journey together in this first step into our journey of unlovable from self-enmity to divine heroism. Thanks for joining us.